welcome to your mid-month reading for July 2022. We're going to be getting some insight from this oracle deck, which is called Whispers of Love. Beautiful, beautiful deck. And then we're going to be getting tarot messages and clarity on that. So just kind of asking the cards, what does Aquarius need to know right now, mid-July? What would help them along their path? We've got act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. All right, so we're going to be getting the Morgan Greer Tarot deck going for you. Feels right this morning. And I just want to say thank you so much for liking the video. Feel free to subscribe if this resonates. It makes such a difference for liking the video, just taking a little time out of your day to hit that like button. I think it calls in good karma for sure, but it also really helps the channel, and I appreciate that. It allows me to keep doing these readings and get them out to you. Swords, 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 ruled by the air signs. Swords is information, it's epiphanies, it's ideas. We'll be getting more clarity on this soon, but it does look like it's about partnership. For some of you guys, this is going to be about literally your work partners, your collaborators, your co-workers. One more out for Aquarius. What do they need to know for mid-July? More swords. Okay. All right, so we're going to be getting clarity right down the line here. Nine of Swords. Why are we getting Nine of Swords here? Death card. Cool. Death card's not a bad card, you guys. It means that things are changing, though. Old chapters are closing. Queen of Swords. Why do we got Queen of Swords here? I do feel that whether it's you or somebody else, I do feel that there might be, this is talking to the Aquarians out there, where there might be some combative words, there might be some harsh words, there might be a character in their lives who can be a little, sorry, there's a lot of flippers and we'll take a look at those, but I need flyers. Wow, there's a ton that are flipping. Okay, flying out in clarity to the Three of Pentacles, we've got the King of Pentacles. This is, and I want to pay attention to, because this has never happened, where there's been a ton of cards flipping. When I see cards flipping and staying in the deck, I take them like notes. I take them as kind of like side little whispers of information. We have the Magician. We've got the Independence card of the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Swords. I just want to consider those. We're going to put these up here for me to kind of reflect on. And then I'm going to take from another deck for clarity on the other two cards in your reading before I kind of start spouting things off. This definitely has something to do with collaboration, your work, those who you've been... You take heed and you take stock of what they think, how they feel. Seven of... Possibly some of you guys are considering other partnerships out there. Judgment. It feels like a life change is right around the corner. There's a quiet. It's the quiet before storm. Don't take that as a bad thing. This is... Yeah, this is before you go after something with great energy. Okay, so it doesn't look like a romantic reading, although there might be romantic elements. Like your love partner could be part of this partnership or what have you. But basically, it's saying with the Nine of Swords, there's been some anxiety. I feel that this is going to find resolution very quickly. The anxiety, anything that has been keeping you up at night, or those moments alone or in quiet solitude where you realize the hamster is running in its wheel and there's been anxiety produced from it. Well, it's coming to an end with the Death card. And that means that old people leave while people leave your life, oftentimes, new people come in. Five of Wands. We've got two Five of Wands side by side here. And Six of Cups. So this is healing, this is somebody coming through with, I think, how do I say this? this is somebody you're familiar with, this anxiety. And I feel that this might be, for some of you, a very old argument, or an old, almost an element in your relationship of chafing, of a little conflict. For very few of you, this is speaking of inner conflict. But I do feel that this is linked to an individual who rubs you the wrong way. And somebody's going to get cut. With the Queen of Swords, oftentimes somebody's cut out. Okay, so it looks like that's what's happening. You're going to be you're cutting out this anxiety. You're like, whatever this conflict is coming from, a conflict, competition, chafing, however you want to put it, it's something that's familiar to you. And you're just going to be done with it. So here we have Three of Pentacles, and we've got King of Pentacles coming out with that. You are going to be very happy, I think, with your money and with the way you take charge of your money. Some of you guys will be working in a new way with collaborators and making good money for it and being happy. It's going to feed you. It's going to feed your family. It's going to feed that well of happiness. This is you doing very well monetarily, and also taking major charge of where your money's going and how you're earning it. We have the partnership card of the Two of Cups coming out with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel that you're kind of considering some options, either that or there's some options coming at you with partnerships. And we also have Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Cups along with Temperance. This is requiring some alchemy. There's some alchemy. There's some shifting going on in a partnership of yours. Now, some of you guys, this might be romantic, and some of you guys, this might be an actual business partner, somebody that you, that ideally, in a perfect world, there'd be this real simpatico, real reliance, equal give and take, equal compromise, an equal understanding of each other's priorities and how that works together, okay? But there is a moment of taking stock, like taking a step back and reassessing, like, is this good? Is this going in the direction we want? What are the other options? And even taking a glance out into the world of, would the job get done better if I worked with somebody else? And what we've got coming out at the end of it all is just Temperance, which is an alchemy, a transformation. It's important to know two things with the Temperance card. One, patience is involved in alchemy and in transformation. And two, balance is important. You know, like that whole water into wine and metals into precious gold. It's like, it was all about the recipe. It was all about this magical balance, attaining a certain balance in order to get this beautiful transformation to happen. So this is a great time to take stock in what you can take ownership for inside this partnership. Like how have you been maybe imbalanced? And sometimes Temperance is literally talking about what we're putting in our bodies, or if we're not getting enough sleep, if we're overdoing it with the wine or the drinking or what have you. So take stock of those very kind of practical earthly things. And that's part of this assessment, this great assessment of this union. Okay, so now we have Four of Swords, which is this quiet, contemplative place. It's coming out with the Judgment card. I think that when you take stock, this is very introspective reading for you guys. You are definitely assessing your life and your partnerships in this reading. You're considering what are you capable of on your own, and what kind of partnerships would you be led to? Where would your life be leading you towards if you made some different decisions? Obviously, right? There's that element to all people listening to tarot readings, because there's that element of questioning. But what I'm excited to tell you about is that there's a little bit of a quiet meditative period where this adjusting starts happening. And Knight of Wands is born from this. Knight of Wands is a very energetic, confident, strong, fiery energy. And it's moving forward at a really powerful pace. Devil. Why are we getting the Devil? The Empress. There might be somebody you've got your eye on. Wow, that took an interesting turn. So whether it's business or whether it's romantic, there is somebody that has thrown this into question. I think that oftentimes we're going on in life, we're going forward in life, and we can get into our patterns and our habits, but an outside force can throw itself into our lives, and it makes us reassess things and makes us take stock of things. Okay, so because this looks very relationship based in the way that you're collaborating with others. For some of you guys, that will be inside of a family or a community. Some of you guys, that's going to be business. Doesn't matter. Either way, this is a very this is definitely a time of assessing your actions, assessing your thoughts, assessing what you might be contributing to a partnership, assessing what is not working for you. An old way of this competition, this conflict that has been arising that creates anxiety, it needs to go. I think it's going to be getting cut out. Either you're doing the cutting out, somebody else is doing the cutting out. But let's get a little bit more on this. Why are we getting the Five of Swords or the Queen of Swords? What of this conflict? Page of Cups. The Fool. Okay, that's what I thought it was. There's something that you just keep trying to restart, and you're coming up against conflict with it. It's creating anxiety for you. It's like you're trying to introduce something magical back in, and it's just for whatever reason, trying to restart in the old way is not working. So you have to cut out the behavior. You got to cut out something. You got to cut out something's not been working. And what is that old saying, like the definition of crazy is, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So that's the good news, is that there's a lot of good news in this, but that's really great news, is that you're getting hep with it and you're realizing, okay, something's got to change here. Yeah, all this looks very good. And I do feel that you are going to be making some big life choices coming up soon. It doesn't mean that you're leaving this partnership either. The assessment is the most important part of this reading, if that makes any sense. All right, you guys, I adore all of you. I'll see you in August. Hit that like button, please, and consider subscribing. Take care. Bye-bye.